early stream by like the tiniest bit. I'm drinking water. This is why I don't drink water. That sucked. I guess I get what I fucking deserve. I had to reboot my PC just before the stream too, which was fucking frustrating. So it blue screened. That was about it. Also, hello. Oh, my eyeball. At all. I decided to start the stream a bit early. Did you see the thumbnail I made? I like posted it with the announcement of my stream. It perfectly represents what happens when I stream Twilight Princess. Oh, fishy game isn't working. Give me a second, I need to reboot the fishies. I don't know, you can go look. It's up to you. I don't mind either way. It was exclusively. Oh, why is it so small and over here? What the fuck? All right. I've never seen my game become this small before. Like, are you seeing how small fishy game is? I like it this small. This is fucking adorable. I'm going to try and capture not just the window, but like all of it. Because I like this fishy cam. Yeah, are you seeing how small Tiny Aquarium is? That's like the actual window. That's like the actual whole ass game. I don't. What did I do? Where's the old KBM window? Oh, this is a game capture, that's why. Should I leave it like this? That's a cool idea, right? Having it be like a teeny tiny window like this. You know what I mean? Give me a second to unlock this. No, I'll leave that alone. I'm gonna make a new one, a new window capture. Window capture, there it is. Fishy Cam 2. Electric Boogaloo. Capture method. This one. Select a window to capture. Tiny aquarium. See, now this is the whole last window. Isn't that kind of cool? Transform. Reset transform. And this isn't just gonna be like this now. How does that look? Now you can actually see the goobers. Insta clean. Bonk. I'll hit these reactions real quick. It's goob. You were like, wow, that's so impressive. It's like interactive and everything. It's like, not really. It's just what happens when a glitch occurs with my setup, and then it creates something really cool. You know what I mean? I don't think I've ever had my setup glitch like this before either. That's what makes it really funny. Like, it's a good glitch. It's cool as fuck, but you know what I mean? I don't know why it got put in there. This is so frustrating. Go in here. There we go. It's free. You want to see like a thing I made? I got bored and made a thing for Discord collab, like for collab streams. You want to see it? It's a little inconsistent right now because I haven't fixed the window color yet. But yeah. Ta-da! I plan to fix this by just changing my actual Windows theme color, which is pretty easy to do. Because my taskbar is even like a slightly off color. Which I could do right now, actually. Give me a second. First, you're like, where is it? Where's customization? Color management? No, that's just my monitor. Personalization. There we go. Window color. It's still very green. Oh. I think I just crashed control panel. Oh. NGL. I think I'm gonna up the intensity just a touch. Something like this. It's still very not blue. Set to sky. What does that do? Ooh, okay. I like sky. We'll do that. That looks pretty. How's that look? How's that look? Very pretty, right? But yeah, now it matches up a bit better. Make my taskbar a slightly different color. It doesn't seem to be letting me customize it independently. I tried to, though. But I still think it looks nice with the kind of sky blue color. Is what it looks like now. Let me show my desktop real quick. So, let me just open up, I think, Discord, yeah. This is what it looks like now. How's that look? Look at that shit. Very, like, stock standard windows. Man, look at what happened to the fishy game. It's so small now. Goober! It's such a teeny tiny window. Anyway. I'm done dicking around. I'll stream now. Sorry. It fits well window color wise, which is kind of why I like it. Anyway, let's play the game. So I do this thing whenever I decide to like turn off the music on my stream. And it's, as you saw, I faded out by turning it down in Windows Media Player. Anyway. Twilight Princess. I love this game. No one else has shown up, by the way. It makes me a touch sad. But, well, whatever. And as per tradition, we sit through the whole thing. We sit through the entire intro. It makes me smile, like, every time. I love this. Yeah, no, this is like before the title screen even appears. So this is the title menu video. Yeah, this is back in the day when those existed. God damn it, man, it makes me so damn happy to hear that. More dedication than a modern AAA game. I fucking love this game so fucking much. It genuinely brings me an immeasurable amount of joy every single time. Like, without fail. Aw, rescue the goober. Why were they outside? Aw, we'll rescue anyway. This game is so wonderful. What do the reactions during this cutscene? One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. Oh my god, it's so many of them. I'm just gonna cruise through them. There's so many, holy shit. So many reactions for the goobers of the sea. I'm just gonna cruise through them. It's definitely over 100, holy shit.
Hey!
Oh, wait a second, sorry. Alright, cool. We have done it. Has the goober been rescued? Do they look upset because they were drenched in water? I haven't played this game in a bit too, so movement-wise, I'll be a bit rusty probably. It's likely, but I'm not sure. That. Oh. Aww. Poor Google. See, I wish I could just make money by headbutting trees and throwing rocks and shit. That'd be cool. I technically could. I just need to ask people to donate money to me if I can't do it in the game. You know what I mean? Just giving Link a concussion. This is the only game I don't have music playing for because this music is just that good. You notice that too? This is the only game I have the official soundtrack of that playing during streams, unless it's clear, obscure, Expedition Playground. Because that game also has an absolutely wonderful soundtrack. It's definitely up there as my second favorite. It's already like won that position. Just because it sounds so fucking cool. Elaborate on what you mean by the funny. There's a lot of funny things I can do with this game by default, so like, instructions unclear. Oh, no. I can't permanently wear them without like a specific mod, which doesn't exist right now. So I need to reach out to a guy and be like, hey, can you provide the code for this and make it a thing? Or give me the means to patch it myself. Because when you wear the iron boots, you walk slower and you can't jump and you immediately sink in quicksand. And all of these things combined make the game extremely, extremely, extremely difficult. And it would likely be physically impossible to beat The Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess wearing only the iron boots. It just can't happen. And it's just because, like, it just doesn't work. Like, there are also some instances where they'd be forcibly unequipped, like hopping on Epona and other things like that. But there would technically be a way to modify them to always be wearable. That ways of removing the flag that stops them from being equipped on your horse and indoors. Wow, ass vehicle. But also removing the thing that slows you down, the thing that prevents jumping, the thing that changes jump attacks. You know, the thing that changes jump attacks is really fun because it makes them quicker. So that's fun. But yeah, no, I can't really permanently wear them. They're too heavy. Yeah. Of course you do. There we go. But yeah, no. Unless you mean wearing them during cutscenes, which I can do. And it is pretty amusing, because like you hear like crunch, crunch, crunch during cutscenes and stuff. It just can break the game if you try and wear them during certain cutscenes. Like the one after this here, you kinda can't do that without breaking the game. Because you need to be on Epona during this cutscene. Without Epona, your game will soft lock. Hell, it even crashes sometimes. Kinda like how trying to change the time of day with enough things rendered, while in cutscene mode, causes a weird freeze. Yeah, safe. That's silly. Nah, it's an old game, and you're not meant to mod it, so like I guess that makes sense. It was designed for the fucking Nintendo Wii and the GameCube, man. It's not like it was meant to like be fucked with by some goofy ass furry that got emotionally attached to this game at a young age. But you know. Oh my god, the children are here. Someone get my gun. Ugh. What a way to wake up in the morning. You side hop off your porch onto a rock and then backflip off of that rock to show the kids who's in charge. Really just remind them that you're cooler than them in every possible way. Bruh. I can't get that rock back. It's actually kind of funny though. Is it this one? One of these gives a blue rupee. Is it this one? No. This one? I don't remember what time of day it is, or what part of the sequence it is where one of these gives a blue rupee. But last I remember, it's guaranteed, so like, you can technically just farm it over and over again. I can already afford the slingshot, I just wanted more money. Hello, I like money. Or is it this one over here? Yeah, it is this one. Alright, found it. Yeah, so you run to that one, grab the money, and then you like leave, and then you come back, and you can keep doing that over and over again. It's really funny. We will be keeping the wooden sword, though. We can do one heart only. That'd be fun. Sure, it would make the game more difficult, but who gives a shit, man? You know what I mean? Should I do that? Should I do one heart only, or should I try and collect all the heart pieces? One, alright. I'm gonna have to get used to that fucking noise. That should be good enough. I'll find the rest later. Hey! I love the way he greets me. It's so good. Hey! I almost fucking sniped that goober with a pumpkin. Actually, not when you break the pumpkins, he gets pissed at you. Yeah, watch, watch. Hey! Basically telling you to stop wasting food. Ow. Well. Alright, time to close a soft lock. Again. I do this every stream. You're the only person here, so you'll be the only one who gets to see it. So, if you jump onto that platform, he glitches out. It doesn't talk. And the reason why is because the game gets confused. Because when you're climbing, he waits for you to finish the climbing animation before he initializes the dialogue. He'll still open the dialogue, like, well, he'll actually start it, but he will never say anything. Because it's when you finish climbing up is when he'll actually, like, open up the dialogue itself. So if you jump across, that's not finishing climbing. Thus, he gets confused and kind of just... This happens. And then, you can cause a funny thing to happen by trying to transform, then canceling the animation. And then you have this kind of look for Link. He's right behind me, isn't he? Oh no, bro. And that's that. That's literally the end of that. Cool. Can I do fishing? As much as I wish not harm the goobers of the sea, it is mandatory. Oh. Yoink. I caught a goober. And then he returns to the water. Fun fact, when you return a fish to the water, it gives you a heart. Oh, if you're curious what that is, that's the bobber hitting the water constantly. Look. Cool. Oh my god, she gives me the cum chalice. Sweet. Oh, Explorer EXE crashed when I had to, like, reboot my PC earlier. I guess that makes sense. The whole computer blue screened. So it makes sense that fucking Explorer EXE would also stop fucking working. I mean, they're gonna fix that. So I usually have some of these windows open for, like, music stuff. There we go. Yummy. Anyway. Thanks for petting me. I'm also going to equip the green potion. Inventory. Item wheel. Magic potion, please. There it is. This shouldn't exist. I just like having it. Hello, sir. I like looking at the pictures in the house. These are redone, like in the mod I use that makes the game HD, which is why Link has a sword and shield in this image when he shouldn't. He's not meant to have a sword and shield, obviously. And also, he's left-handed. You see the sword's on the other side of his back. Basically, whoever made this didn't account for the different versions of the game, or the fact that he has a weapon equipped when he shouldn't. In the original, he didn't have a weapon equipped. He's not meant to. Designer for? Nah. It's just like a mod that makes the game nicer, so... Here's another fun fact. When you go to walk up to this crowd of children, the game prompts you to talk to her. Though you can technically talk to him, this little dude Marlo. But if you try and talk to Marlo on the Wii U copy of the game, it'll crash your game. Because it doesn't like when you try and talk to Marlo. Something to do with, yeah, something to do with, like, how it handles, like, the characters doing reactions and stuff. Like, see how, Marlo didn't animate at all just then. Apart from blinking, like, their mouth didn't move, they didn't play an animation. Exclusively for those dialogue things. And then they played this one. But it's because it calls for an animation from Talo, who obviously... Yeah, see? This animation here is what Talo normally plays, because he's who speaks first. But see how he's playing the wrong animation there and looks distressed. He's not meant to, that's actually meant to be an animation for Beth. Basically, the animation IDs get all fucked up. But in the Wii and GCN copies of the game, that just leads to no animation. But on the Wii U version, the game just completely shits itself and turns itself off. Alongside your entire console. Which makes sense, obviously, because it just goes, nah. Which is kind of funny. Well, at least to me it is. But yeah, no, that's that. Yeah, see? She had a different animation said, and obviously Marlo doesn't speak during that scene. Alright. Bonk. Hell yeah. And then the sword tutorial. That was a horizontal slice. You could also do a vertical slice by holding target on the enemy. That's basically the gist of what he says. Then she wants you to do a stab. Very fun. You shake the nunchuck, spin. And then the jump attack. The one I do the exact same way every single time I play the game. I always do it the exact same way. Where I do a hop, a flip, and a jump. Because I'm a fucking goober. That's about it, really. Do not make that noise at me again, Talo, please. It makes me uncomfortable. I haven't finished business with you. Tell your friends. Alright. I thought I need a lantern. Oh yeah, there's a dig spot there. It basically acts as a shortcut later in the game, but I use it now because I can. I still have a weird modification to make to this game. What if enemies stay dead? Like, you defeat an enemy, and no matter how many load screens you go through, they never come back. Sounds like a weird idea, but like... it's also interesting. Oh, no. Wait. Here's another fun fact. In this area, this final guy, if you lead him over near the bird, but you don't go into the bird's shop, you can defeat him, then quickly grab a scoop of the red potion before the bird notices. Oh, so I'm not bothering because I already have something in my potion bottle, but still. That's another random fun fact. It is a healing potion. But yeah, and the green one is a magic potion. So it gives you your magic meter back. But you'll notice this game doesn't have a magic meter. It's because it was a scrapped mechanic that I like to constantly call attention back to because I think it's interesting. That is the only reason. Also, you can really cruise through the dialogue in this game by mashing A and B at the same time. Yes, eh? A lot of speedrunners do that because it's really easy to do on a GCN controller because A and B are right there, so you just press them both really quickly. And in this game, you can pet the Goober. What a Goober.
Hey!
Up. And over. Also, a lot of these cutscenes look super cursed if you forcibly change Link's form from Hylian to Wolf, which results in some really funny animation stuff, alongside a significant amount of, like, polygon corruption, is the best way of saying it, where it flickers around all crazy and looks awful. And yeah, I've, like, documented a few of those on my YouTube channel. I actually plan to do all of them at one point, just for funsies. Dude, that guy's trying way too hard. She's yelling at me for my horse having a slight injury. Did you also know you're not meant to keep the wooden sword through the rest of the game? Like, at all. Like, after this point, you're meant to lose it, but if you keep it anyway, it actually still works for the most part up to a certain point in the game, where in the City in the Sky, the final boss of that dungeon just doesn't take damage. And this is some weird result of, like, how this game handles damage output and resistance. Eventually, something will just have too much health and too much damage resistance and will physically be undamageable. So it reduces the damage of the wooden sword down to literally 0. So that's fun. I also need to go to my basement and grab some money. Wooden spring and warm. This is a skip giving them the wooden sword. So I like keeping it. This is probably the thing that Bandit was talking about earlier with the iron boots thing. If you forcibly acquire the iron boots by unorthodox means, you can equip them during cutscenes. And this will lead to some relatively funny situations where the iron boots make a really, really loud noise as Link walks, no matter how fast or slow he's walking. Which also makes it funny because he also can move at whatever speed he wants during cutscenes because of how animations work. Which leads to when he sprints after Ilya, in this part, you actually hear like crunch, 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 crunch at like normal running speed, basically. Another random fun fact is that the animation used for Link sprinting in this game was also used in Skyward Sword for Link's sprint animation. Yeah, there you go. That's the iron boots. Hey, look! It's King Goblin and the boys! Bonk. Rip to a fucking real one. Please don't reference Clash of Clans in my presence. Game is so bad.
Nice balls, bro.
That's my reset the camera button in this. Lol. Yeah, there we go. There's the iron boots. Crunch, 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 crunch. Crunch, 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 crunch. Ah, yes, the hole. God, I wish that were me. The iron boots are cool as fuck during this cutscene. I just love giant shoes. POV, creating a Discord account. Fun fact, that model of Wolflink is not the same as the playable model of Wolflink. That's actually a different model completely. How can you tell? My version of the model that's playable has the E621 logo on his forehead. And that one does not. That's how you can tell it's a different model. That's not a joke. And he's missing the little chain on his leg. This is the playable model, because he also has a sword on his back. Hiccups.
You're here.
She's such a shithead. I love her. She's adorable. I like the rounded, bubbly particles. They look cool as fuck. They remind me of a item in fucking Mario Party on the Wii. Mario Party 8. It's bit-sized candy, I think is what it is. Where you catch like actually, it's when you use any candy item that involves a transformation, your character breaks apart in these little like bubbly particles, and then they recombine to the new form. And it's almost the exact same as the ones that Midna uses just then when she teleports. I wish they were used more often, but they aren't.
What can be?
Hell yeah.
here. Too big.
Did you know that if you use the iron boots to sink in the water in this area, you instantaneously die when you touch the spikes? It's like the game gets confused and doesn't know what to do about it. Because you're just meant to take damage and that's it. You're not meant to die from them. But I do think jumping back onto them from, like, onto you lower the water does kill you. So that might also be what it is. You're just triggering that effect, but as, like, regular Link.
Right here. I'm big. Just here.
You can also skip the, dialogue in this area by jumping along. You jump along the side here to avoid this, and still have it break, and that causes you to skip the dialogue. I fucked it up personally because I suck, but yeah.
You ready? Yeah.
Another fun one is you can actually skip the dialogue at the end of the cutscene when you're going through this door. I'm going to use a tool for this so I can explain it better. But if you have really good timing on your button presses, I'm just going to use turbo mode. You just skip it by targeting and pressing A to attack as you skip the cutscene, like that. She's normally meant to say something there, but she didn't. That's fun. Speedrunners also do that one, which is kind of cool.
The hour will end.
Another fun fact is, in here, if you break the fireplace, there's a yellow rupee. So that's kind of cool.
Can't want dia?
Sorry, give me a second. I'm just doing a thing. Hmm. So that's what was causing that. Whack. I was having an issue with Windows, and it seemed to be. Ow. Oh yeah, no, it's because like my computer's a piece of garbage. So like, my computer's been having problems for like a long time, and it is probably just a point where like some of the hardware's failing. I wouldn't be shocked, which is causing some of the issues with the software, which can happen. Oh, okay, that's easy. I can explain to you how to use computer. I've taught like 5 people in the past how to do it, so how much harder can it be? I assure you, um, my ex was really bad with computers and probably still is. He was the sort that still right click to copy and paste. The sort that like literally had a desktop absolutely fucking destroyed with icons. Never maintained it. I'm talking that motherfucker had a fucking recycle bin 100 gigabytes in size. Like dead ass. You can't be worse than that. Because you're gonna have me telling you how to do things from the very beginning, so you don't fuck it up. You fucked up the abbreviation for control, by the way. It's It's CTRL. Thing. Yeah. Is it bad that I'm a little upset that no one really showed up for this stream? Perfectly reasonable, that's fair. And I just like having people to talk to. I like yapping about stuff. I like when people actually like, you know, they ask questions and stuff. People engage, because I know I say it often, but I'm gonna keep saying it because it's a good point. How do you do crowd work without a crowd? The answer is you don't. There's just kind of nothing you can do. Ow. I think I hurt my back recently. Oh, whatever. Anyway.
A spear. For this. Oh, wait, what? Key down.
Ow, my back. Yeah, I think I caused it to bleed by picking at it the other night. Oh well. Should be fine. This is good. Except for the goobers getting completely fucking destroyed, of course. You know, the game is quiet because, like, there are just some scenes that are quiet. That's about it, really. Oh yeah, fun fact, every time his mask shows up on screen, it plays that fucking noise. And it's really cursed. Fun fact.
Nice balls, bro.
Oh, my bad. Her body like leans out weirdly. I pressed the wrong button. But yeah, no. I need to fucking remove those bindings temporarily, because when I play this game, I hit the bindings when I have to like reset things. But yeah, no, if you zoom out, you get to see like weird fucking thing that happens with like the model itself, basically. Need to fix this now. There we go. Fix it. Now the fucking screen won't have a problem. Yeah. It's not intentional. It's just I fixed it now. Now it's gonna happen. See? Yeah, it's because I don't have an actual stream deck like at all, so I have it bound to the number pad. But that's my camera controls in this game. Compliment, not comment, by the way. If you're gonna be a smartass, be a smartass properly. Zoom. Love doing that. Does some funny shit to the camera. It's Zelda. Holy shit. Hey, what the hell? What's up with her hands? Yo. You see her hands for a second? They were kind of funky.
And so yapping to the table.
Her hands are gone, chat. Where are they? Are they in here? There they are. She's applauding. Looks super cursed. I like fucking around with the camera, so don't mind me. I'm just doing this a lot. The shading really kind of is struggling here.
It's down.
Anyway. There's the other thing that makes like streaming when no one's talking very fucking frustrating. Because do you all know how fucking hard it is to stay the fuck awake when no one's talking to you? Very. Literally very. Fucking privilege art. Fucking free content. Don't even have to engage. Yes, I'm calling my community privileged. My community kind of is privileged. My content is literally free and I've been making it for years. Y'all are fucking spoiled. Had it too good for too long. My villain arc starts now. Imagine that. Just my villain arc starts now. Yeah. Get ready for my arrival, worms. The ball stealer. Yeah, I'll fucking hit y'all with that.
Nice balls, bro.
Why does that shot of Midna work so well with that soundbite? Fucking nice balls, bro. Fun fact, you can see Midna's shadow on Link's back. That's about it.
You can do both to play games.
Another fun fact is that there's something called Sword and Shield Skip. Involves a guy named Hugo. I don't like Hugo, because I'm really bad at Sword and Shield Skip.
Today, okay. From Philippines, first time. Here we need here. Tuesday.
Oh, I broke it. That's fine. Basically, there's a trigger basically that like makes Midna bother you. And I'm gonna remove it. It's Hugo. He's a bastard. We don't like Hugo in this house. There we go. Get fucked, Sword and Shield Skip.
You aren't me. What in trouble?
Oh, I broke it. Because I stored the dialogue into the wrong area. Actor list. I think I need to go back here. So I don't accidentally touch it when I'm doing stuff. Goma egg container. I'm sorry, what? What a weird label. That's Hugo. You can traverse him. I dropped him off the map, by the way, he's dead. But yeah. I find the Midna trigger again. There we go. That should fix it. Yes, I stored a dialogue box, which was why Midna had at me for like the Sword and Shield thing. You know, Hugo's a cunt.
What happy? Gunby?
Yeah, see? This is what she's meant to say. And then you go in. Into the borehole. So here's a fun fact. Is during this scene, Link's sword and shield disappear off of his back. But there's actually a flag under the flag records. Under, I think it is event. Yeah, event. Yep. So you see my sword's on my back again. This one is event 5 under OXOC is what hides and shows the sword on Link's back. What's weird about this is that the Hylian shield and the Master Sword also both show up on Link's back, just like the Orden Sword and Orden Shield do. Which implies that this was never meant to be turned off and was actually a last minute decision, given the fact that these items still appear on Link's back. The reason why the Wooden Sword becomes the Orden Sword is because there's a likely chance the Wooden Sword was actually a copy of the Orden Sword's data, only having a few things swapped over. And also it lacks back item, which probably makes it default to the Orden Sword in question. Because there's no reason why the Master Sword should appear on Link's back at all. Like, there's never any point in time where Wolf Link has the Master Sword on his back. Which is what makes it so fascinating. Anyway, that's that.
But it was working. This fluffy that there.
Another fun fact is I really, really like the look on Link's face. Look at him. So derpy looking. I love him, chat. This used to be my profile picture. Anyway.
But there it is. Just come after I run. Give me for you. My bench was good there with me. Just sit there. Keep on the zip away power. What on yes.
Here's a fun fact: if you don't have the mid spin attack lock-on thing unlocked, like right now, you can technically still defeat all these enemies. And if you do that, you never learn how to do the attack, and then you have to play the rest of the game without it.
Power, take away.
What the heck is that? That's fair. Yes, I mentioned that earlier. You see? Yeah, I wear chains all the time. It's not that bad. I literally wear a chain on my like right arm as like a accessory, by the way. It's not a joke. Yes, I'm weird. No, I don't care. Probably. Bonk. I always feel like the wolf areas are so slow in this game, as much as I love them. Did they ever remaster Twilight Princess? For the... I mentioned this earlier as well, once again. You are as absorbent as, like, a giant tungsten cube. Especially when it comes to information. I mentioned in the HD remaster on the Wii U version that you can cause a crash with one of the dialogue things. I'm just listening. Also, you doesn't retain any of the information I mentioned. I wouldn't call that listening. I would just call that hearing. But yeah, they did a HD remaster on the Wii U. With like a rough handful of like quality of life improvements. Link climbs things faster, stuff like that. Alongside some bug fixes, it seems. I guess it's just like, you probably would retain it if you were actually listening. If that makes any sense. Because, like, I don't know, I retain information pretty well when I'm listening. If I'm just hearing someone speak, I definitely don't retain information. I don't know, I guess that might just be my flavor of ADHD. Fuck if I know at this point. So now everyone's flavor of ADHD and autism are, like, different. And I have both, and they're a very, very weird flavor. I like this, the camera zoom. It's so hard to take it seriously. Yeah, so like, basically, because it's a spectrum, right? Especially, it's like, autism, it's like the autism spectrum disorder, right, basically. And it's like there's a myriad of different things, which is why when I pointed out you were showing signs of it, I didn't really mention like, oh yeah, here's like a list. It's like, no, you just show signs of it, and if you show enough of them, then you're autistic. If you show like one, then it's not that bad. But you show a myriad of signs, which is pretty normal. As I said, it's not like it's inherently a bad thing to be autistic. Also, hazy. Yeah, no. Being autistic isn't bad. I assure you, there's no such thing as vanilla autism. Like, that's the one flavor that doesn't exist, which is like stock standard. Everyone has like a weird variation of it. For example, my like ADHD means I hyperfixate, but like if I have a hyperfixation, it'll never go away, but it also can't be replaced. For example, one of my hyperfixations is The Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess, a hyperfixation I've had since 2006. That's not a bit. That's been like one of my hyperfixations since forever, and it never went away. And I never found like a replacement. Yours fluctuates from what I've noticed. Like, for example, you were super duper into Siege, then suddenly got into Apex, and you threw your life into that a bit more. Like, you've been more into that than you were into Siege. And then there's also like, you do that funny thing that some people with autism do, where they try and shift their interests to fit in better. Like your sudden interest in cars after you had like developed a crush on someone. I don't do that. I don't have that one. Like, I don't shift my interests. I don't social chameleon, basically. I don't try to fit in by changing myself. I try to fit in with people who match me. If that makes any sense. And social chameleon isn't bad, but it can be unhealthy if it's something you genuinely don't have an interest in. If you find yourself getting interested in a topic after you social chameleon, that's fine. But if you just never had an interest in it, and then you still don't, it can be fucking miserable pretending to be interested in it. Like, that's something I do know. Because I tried to do the whole social chameleon thing, but I could just never get into the things I pretended to be into. Does that make any sense? Probably not. Yeah, but like, you're not as like crazy into cars as you let on, basically. Like, there's kind of like an impression you give when you try to look like you're into cars. And as I said, like, there's just kind of a point where that doesn't match up. Like, that guy's into cars, but he's into like, shit boxes. But I don't know, as I said, it doesn't irk me, right? I really don't mind if someone does like social chameleon stuff. Ow. Give me that. Anyway, I'm now stuck like this for like 30 seconds. How wonderful. Also, hello Snubble. I hope you're well. I noticed you lurking earlier. Because, fun fact, this... Oh, wrong one. This gives you away. When you show up, you sneak around, it's obvious. You know? And pick up Bandit and shake the fuck out of them. The same with Xenon. Dog go. And time. I held a dog. Someone hit someone. What was my split gold? Oh, hello. Welcome to the stream. Hope you're having a wonderful day. Oh, that's fair. I'm gonna call you Lou. Welcome to the stream, Lou. Hope you're having a wonderful day. I literally just came here to get the shield, by the way. So I didn't have it earlier because I skipped getting it, so I just went back to grab it. Oh, that's fair. Why one heart? I asked if I should collect all the heart pieces or just do the game with only one heart, which makes the game harder. And Bandit, which was the only viewer at the time, decided on one heart. So this is technically a challenge run. I'm good at the game, so it's not like I'm gonna fucking die or anything. As I said, like, this is barely a challenge on my end. Like, if someone's never played the game before, sure, I can see them having a problem with it. Thanks for the key. Sure. I remember that one time a fucking hurricane hit Australia. That was fun. Spoiler alert, it was in fact not fun. Aw, that's cute. So here's a fun fact. I got a small key. You can't see it because the fish are in the way. Let me hide the fishies for a second so I can explain this. Because I like sharing random fun facts with people, especially when I play this game. It's very fun. Sure. Anyway, while you do that. So as you can see, I have a key. It's above my rupees. Right? In this game, this door is locked at this point in the game, which is kind of whack. Which is why you get given the key. But let's say, you kind of just force yourself to be Wolfling. And you dig under here. You don't use the key. Which is pretty obvious. That's not the funny part. The funny part is that later on, this door will reopen. Because it assumes you used the key. And if you don't actually use the key, it remains in your inventory exclusively for this area. Even if you never opened that door. Which means then you're left with an unusable small key. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. Another fun fact is there's a dig spot right here. Funnily enough, that item can't be used anywhere else in the game. And you see it's gone. Because once you leave the Farron Woods area, it disappears out of your inventory. Because it's only for that area, which is how the game prevents you from soft-locking yourself by grabbing a small key for one dungeon and then using it somewhere else. Each small key is exclusive to a certain area. For example, here it is again, because this area is the same situation. Another fun fact is using your lantern in this area actually is what causes the monkey to take it from you. But if I'm correct, if I keep the lantern on me like this, I can prevent the monkey from taking it from me. Yeah. And then... oh, never mind, it didn't work. You can sometimes trigger it so they won't take the lantern from you, and you can just walk slowly through the fog. You don't actually have to do all this stuff. It's really funny. I've done it once before, and it's kind of hard to do. Also, I got a DM from Bandit. Wait a second. Oh, Uber. I never size shamed a key. I just said it was small. You know, there are small things that I like. There's not a lot of them. I kind of like bigger things. Slowly pushing them forward. Onwards, onwards, monkey. You also know The Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess has dynamic shadows. So, this game, it's not like crazy high quality dynamic shadows, but it's still dynamic shadows attached to lanterns and bombs and other items like that. Which, do you want to know what game doesn't have dynamic shadows? Elden Ring. Yes, The Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess on the Nintendo Wii, released in roughly September of 2006, has dynamic shadows, while Elden Ring does not. Isn't that just, like, kinda sad? Another fun fact about a game that also has dynamic shadows, while Elden Ring does not, is Dark Souls 2. Dark Souls 2 also has dynamic shadows for some unknown reason. It's because the game's cool. That just goes to show how good Dark Souls 2 is. Wow, Lou already wants to know about, like, my enjoyment of sizable things. You can actually attack the lantern because of how targeting works. Look at this. And you see I kind of spin. Anyway, I'll pick up the lantern now. Sweet. We got that thing back. Yeah. Where'd that rupee go? Oh, there it is. Hey, look, a bridge. Yeah, I wish I'd stop finding bottoms, or they'd stop finding me. Because I'm not a fucking top. And a lot of them fucking treat me like one, and it pisses me off. Gets on my actual nerves, like, a lot. It's like my least favorite thing to meet is bottoms. I'm top. Ah. Yeah, because I'm a bottom, and I like being the center of attention. Yes, I'm one of those bottoms. One of those really annoying, needy bottoms. How wonderful. Just... anyway. Well, time to do a tutorial on how to use, like, my sword better. Ah. Yeah, dude, if no aftercare means no fun, fuck everyone. Like, if you're not gonna be using aftercare, then I don't want anything to do with you. Because I don't like a lack of aftercare. It's so unfun and boring. Aftercare is like one of the best parts of sex. I need me someone who can, like, provide aftercare every single time. And not just fuck off after they're done. Because the amount of times I've had people do that, cool boy, is it boring. Fun fact. That animation can't normally play with the wooden sword. And also, the wooden sword is not intended to be used in this part of the game, resulting in metal sounds coming from this wooden sword. We can beat the game one heart wooden sword only. Should I do that? Should I just not use the master sword when I get it? Until it's absolutely mandatory? That'd be so funny. Or we get ourselves the strongest master sword and completely stomp every single enemy for funsies and show everyone exactly how funny it looks when you just insta-kill some of the bosses. Which do you think would be funnier? Yeah, blue rupee. First, alright. Why does no one ever want to, like, just see me have fun in games? Everyone just wants me to, like... It's not even a nuke build, bro. It's a fucking, just a high DPS build because it's using the Master Sword. It's like one of my favorite things to do because it just shows the game having a problem. But yeah, no. I'm not sure what the fuck is up with my community. I feel like they all hate me. Because every time I'm like, oh, who wants to see a cool thing with like a powerful setup? Everyone's like, no. I want to watch you play the game with one heart and a fucking wooden sword where you do like bullshit little like amounts of damage and the game is borderline unplayable. Hells, when I was getting the most of my like viewership as a newer streamer, holy fuck, people loved watching me do Elden Ring challenge runs, where I was in immeasurable amounts of agony during the entire challenge run. I only asked because I was curious, but then I realized after the fact I shouldn't actually ask because I only ever get like answers that make me sad. Oh, those ones aren't used. Oh, I'm stupid. I can hook up my soundboard sounds again. Let me get the Taco Bell bong. Or should we do like a TF2 crit? Like a fucking... Nah, I think the Taco Bell bong will be funnier, right? The fucking... Then we just like... See, I would appreciate that sentiment more if people actually watched my content more, Bandit. Sorry for the loud sound earlier, by the way. I probably scared someone off with that. Okay. That usually means Xenon's not gonna come back, by the way. That's their track record, at least. You asked for that one. Don't complain. Bandit, if you don't complain, I don't do it. That's how it works. That's entirely on you. You are the only one to blame. That's not how it works. You failed entirely at being inconspicuous. I'm a relatively loud individual in those scenarios. You go here. Tick, 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 boom. Right. Ow. Man, I fucking keep walking into walls. Dumbass. Chat, help, I might be stupid. You know, Xenon's like a professional saying, I'll be right back, and then you never see or hear from him again. They'd be the type of person who'd be like, oh yeah, we can talk later, and then like, later happens, and they're like, I'm sorry, Discord didn't go off. And you're like, okay. Man, I'm on a roll with calling people out today, aren't I? God damn. Look, being a fucking temperamental, needy fucking sub tends to have that result. Don't you yell at me, Midnight, sack of shit. For now. No, she yells in general. But I make the joke that she yells at me. Since when? I never get attention, bro. I'll be real with you. I'm the exception to that whole needy subs get attention thing. Because, like, the people who are meant to give me attention just don't. I'm the type of sub that's been, like, painfully neglected. So I'm, like, extra needy. That's fair. Sometimes, when you're like, not, like, damn near non-verbal during a stream, which happened for the majority of the start of the stream, but you were like basically not here. You were so not here that I spoke about 3 different things and you didn't absorb a single piece of information. You were like Mario with the metal cap, just fucking. Well, imagining to make excuses, not just owning up to your behavior. Couldn't be me. Ooh. Sorry, the word baby doesn't do anything for me. It feels kind of sleazy. I don't know. It's one of those words I've heard in a negative connotation too often. It just doesn't do anything for me at all. Hey look, Xenon's back. What a shock. I was being a smartass earlier. I was making the joke that you're the sort that'll say, I'll be right back, then you're never seen or heard from again. Because you have done that like countless times in the past. I'm not familiar with that word. Fun fact, I'm into wolves more than I'm into bears, I'll be real with you. Oh, chat, it's so Jova for a zine and they're gonna fall asleep midstream. It's just further proof that my content is boring. I'm in shambles. Ox deers? I've only ever interacted with one deer and they kind of suck, so you'd have to do like a bit extra, like, you know, win me over. Ah, okay. I can be like that when I'm in like a good mood. When I'm in a bad mood though, I'm like, meh. That's a fun fact. Like right now my mood's kind of meh, so I'm not like super duper like acting horny. But when I'm in a good mood, it's like, god damn. Oh. Ow. Bonk. It's fine. Ignore my random, like, tiny autism scream. Bonk. Or am I just gonna go? Ouch, bro. Like, super duper ouch. I meant to be a wolf, but my fucking ex drew this. Sorry, I didn't do well with wordplay because like it just doesn't do anything. Yeah, sorry, the punchline doesn't work if I'm used to being misidentified. I don't know what else to tell you there. I'm just kind of very jaded about it now. Because it actually happens way too often. It makes me genuinely upset. What I'm saying is you managed to actually hit a soft spot immediately with me. Speedrun. Yeah, there's two instances of Vor. There's those flowers. There's also the boss fight in the Lakebed Temple. But they're both very boring because they spit Link back out. And the Lakebed Temple one is like the most boring. Bonk. Fucking evil ass demon creature. What was my Vor awakening? I don't really know. I just kind of got into it and I was like, oh, this is kind of hot. That's fair. Yeah, no. And we were already going to talk about that. I was going to, like, you know, do more RP with you eventually. Just I had other things going on, like being depressed. Yeah, it tends to put a fucking stop on a lot of my activities, believe it or not. For all I know, it could have easily been those flowers. Like those flowers could easily have been the Vor Awakening for me, just because, like, on my end, this is, like, my favorite game. So that could have easily been the cause of it, and I just subconsciously got into it after that. Bonk. 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 I love that it's a wooden stick, so I'm not really slicing anything. I'm just bludgeoning them to death. Rip. Thank you, game. Would not have seen that giant fucking key. Anyway. Stretch. Give me a second. I do not want people to fucking speak on my behalf, Xenon. I'll answer that question later. That's fine. Like, you're not wrong. It's just, I would rather actually answer the question myself. That's all. Oh. Ow. Bonk. Yeet. Bruh. There we go. I think they're stuck down there right now. Oh. Cool. And now I can skip the rest of this dungeon. I wish I was joking. Also, I am gonna ask again because I'm curious. Okie dokie, sleep well. That's my phone, by the way. But yeah. So, I'm gonna ask again. Should I do, like, the really powerful weapon and show you how quickly you can defeat Ook? Or should I just do the boring wooden sword that takes forever? This is a genuine question. One of them's pretty funny. The other one's funny for everyone but me. Alright. Inventory. Pause menu. Light sword. Light sword actually does more damage than the master sword, funnily enough. Alright. This is the strongest weapon in the game. Basically. Not entirely, but basically. Cool. Onwards. So here's the fun thing with Ook, is if you skip the cutscene, he doesn't actually deploy the 2 plants at the very beginning of the fight. Because he deploys 2 plants, and they're very annoying. So you just skip the cutscene, and he'll just not do them. I'm not sure why this is the case, but there's a few cutscenes like this, where if you skip them, it actually just kind of changes a bit about how the fight goes a little bit. Bonk. Alright, here we go. Done. Yeah, so the light sword does so much damage you can one-cycle Ook, which isn't normal. Unintentional game flaw. I wouldn't call it a flaw. I would say it just speeds up the game for people who've played the game before. That's all it really is. Oh, so they made his ass huge. Like, they literally, like, because this game not really having a lot of jiggle bones in it because of processing power and stuff. They had to animate the jiggle on Ook's ass. There was a guy at Nintendo that had to animate the jiggle on them cheeks. Which is pretty funny. Alright, now we can skip the entire dungeon.
Oh, baby.
Yeah, this is the thing used for BLJAs, which is boomerang long jump attacks. You can't normally do them on the Wii, but I run a patch that lets you do so. If it's not apparent, I play this game a little too often. Lol. I don't really play Resident Evil anymore. The last one I played was, I think, RE4 on the Wii. Bonk. There goes that guy. So, we need the key from over here. Just saying Japan, yeah. You play a fairly balanced amount considering how often you play Warframe. Okay, I'm just gonna quickly fucking prove you wrong. So I compiled all my hours in this game from the time I played on the Wii to now. And even then, they're still inaccurate because there's too little. And I put them into my emulator, which is what I use to stream. 10,190 hours. And that's inaccurate. It's probably closer to 11,000. I promise you, I play this game a fuck ton. Yeah, so it's just as bad as Warframe. I promise you that. Cool. Now we can completely skip the rest of the game. Oh, not the rest of the game, but this part. So, should be over here. We can get to the final boss through here. And here's how this part works. I will probably have to make a save state because I suck ass at like doing BLGAs after like a long break. Alright, here we go. Just so you all can see what's going on with my inputs. Bottom left. Alright, so Minja's gonna give us some wax poetic about how you need to talk to the rest of, you find the rest of the goobers. Don't care. Get this. Get this. Kill this guy. Okay, that's fine. And here's the fun part. This will take a while, so I'm just doing this. It just... Climbing takes really long in this game. Go. Alright, then... We park ourselves here. We aim right here. Cut. Boss fight time. Free revive. Yeah, as I said, I play this game like a lot. Fixing my chair, cause yeah. I'm not a queen. I'm just a floof. In my defense, of course. Also, thank you for petting me. Alright, time to do the fun thing that I do here. I trivialized this boss fight in my own special kind of way. So, during this boss fight, ow, you don't have them hit the wall. Like an idiot. I was about to stand here and not hit the wall. Cool. Put this here. Cool. Now, we are going to trivialize the rest of this by not waiting for Ook. Because you don't need to wait for Ook. I have a script that makes it so bombs don't just explode, for context. Oh no, it's the Peanut monster. Do you have any games on your phone? Alright. Grab one of these. that to him. Oh, it didn't work. Shit. This guy. Please work. Thank you. And done. I really did just kind of hit him with that fucking...
Nice balls, bro.
Fucking stole him, bruh. God damn. I love adding brain rot sound effects to my gameplay. Really? I don't like my voice, but thank you. I'm glad someone does at least. Knock my fucking pills over.
Just one time, you still be yet? Aren't 1 hour, 1 golden time, you can see. And be.
But yeah, I'm personally not a fan of my own voice, but at least someone likes it. And see that thing? We can't use that.
You ain't good.
Actually, no. Where'd my iron boots go? What? Oh, whatever.
My
Oh. That's fair. You're allowed to think that. You're allowed to think my voice is nice even if I disagree. That's it. Like, we're allowed to have differing opinions. I don't mind. God, I'm so tired. Like a little bit. Not like a lot of bit. But you get what I mean, right? I'm like kinda tired. I suck at taking compliments. I can take other things, just not compliments.
what
I'm gonna collect the bug goobers because they're cute. I love the Hyrule Field theme. I found a goober. I've spoken a bit about this before, but did you know that this is a cut item? So, during early development, they were going to have Link have a magic meter for some of his like hidden arts, among probably a few other things. And this mechanic was scrapped because I don't really know actually. I didn't work there. But you can actually still see it on the back of the box of the game. So if you have like a physical copy of Twilight Princess, first off, that's cool. Secondly, if you look at the picture of Link fighting a Dark Knight, you can actually see the magic meter from him actually freshly using it or it being slightly low. And this potion was actually intended to refill it. Nowadays, it does nothing. The more you know. Bonk. Oh, if you look at it, you can see what I mean. So on the back of the box, there should be 3 pictures. Link aiming, is it the Wii version or the GameCube version? It should be fine either way. But on the Wii version specifically, is what I'm referencing right now. Yeah, you can see 3 pictures, one of Link firing a bow, one of Link and Midna, and one of Link fighting a Dark Knight in the Temple of Time. And in that one where he's fighting the Dark Knight in the Temple of Time, you can see a green meter beneath his hearts, which is kinda cool. But yeah, that's a cut feature. Ah, that's fair. Kind of. Easter egg implies it was intended to be found. It wasn't, really. But if I go to Cutting Room Floor, TCRF, I think they really don't like that I use Firefox. Oh no, we're fine now. They complained for a while that I was using Firefox, and I got really pissed at them. Anyway, so I'll try and find the picture in question. It's kind of cool. Unused models, unused items. There it is, unused items. Yeah, here we go. I'll bring it up on TCRF and show you all how it looked. So this is a picture at a higher scale. Yeah, you can see he has the magic meter. And this is an earlier build of the game, clearly. But yeah, this is a feature that was since cut from the game, which is also shown here, which is, yeah, Magic Potion, which is what's in my inventory at the moment. Because I just don't like Google Chrome, it eats a lot of resources. That's about it. Like, it actually genuinely does. As much as there's like that meme of like, oh guys, I'm just running Chrome and the computer's like, but it's like, no, my computer actually does that. I'm not smart, I just know stuff. Goober! What a goober. Look at them. So majestic. Bear witness to the majestic goober. So cute. Another fun fact, there's a bunch of triggers in the map that tell you where the postman will come in. I promise you, that is a Sisyphean task, but you could try, I guess. Oh, this went off. Oh, I do like the name. Thank you, thank you for following. That's fair. Also, I love this letter. I really want to switch my Wii back to English so I can show y'all. Is it okay if I restart my game so I can switch my Nintendo Wii back to English? So I want to show you all that letter. It's pretty funny. Sure? Okay, cool. Hello, welcome to the stream. I'll just call you Frosty. I don't know anyone named I call Frosty yet, so you've earned that one. Anyway, let me restart my Wii. I'll hide the game capture so it doesn't cause any weird issues. So, hit this funny button. Go into here. Adjust some settings. When it works, put the shit to English and restart the game. There we go. Now it's in English, and I'm going to struggle with the menus a little bit. Because I'm really, really bad with English menus. Because a lot of my shit's normally in German by default. What music do I like? I like kind of things that line up with like the Fruitiger Aero aesthetic. I like vaporwave, synthwave. I like rock. I like a few other like I like metal. Metal's very fun. I like dubstep and I like house. I like electro. I like dance music. German? Yeah, no, I can speak German. Anyway, game in English. Under letters, we received letter. Post office notice from the postman. About mail delivery. If I have a letter for you, I will approach you at a high speed. Please do not flee. I fucking love this letter. It's so funny. Just, I will approach you at a high speed. Please do not flee. It's likely my favorite, like, thing in this game. Bonk. A missile knows where it is. I want to send my shit back to German again. Give me a second. What a coincidence. Oh no. What do you mean by that? Sorry, that wasn't meant to be you. That was at, like, my fucking computer. I alt-tabbed and a thing disappeared, and I was like, what did I just fucking do? Alright, time to fix my shit. Back to German. Funny German Nintendo Wii. There we go. There we go. But yeah, what's the coincidence? Oh. Ah, I see. Sorry, my German's very rusty, so I just plugged that one into a translator. Just so I didn't want to, like, sit there trying to... I said, I'm still learning. At most I can sing, like, Daisy Bell auf Deutsch, but that's about it. I can say some things. Why do you speak German? Okay, so it's a really funny story. When I was very little, and I got The Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess on the Nintendo Wii, when it, like, came out, a German copy was shipped to Australia, which happens to be where I'm trapped at the moment. You know, I'm not from here. And that's very funny. And I didn't know what it said on the back of the box. I literally couldn't read it or the instruction manual. I still have that copy too. That's what I'm holding right now. And that made me grow an interest in German. So I wanted to be able to read the Twilight Princess manual. And then I just kind of, then the ADHD took over, and now I like learning German. That's about it. There's literally no other reason. I blame Twilight Princess. Where are you from? I'm from Canada. I'm just living in Australia because I got fostered here at a very young age. I assure you, being fostered here was not a great ordeal, but ah well. Yeah, I'm from like New Brunswick, over in Canada. Very cool. Just respond to a friend real quick.
From the power.
I will think about it.
My baby. We have the like all. You can make
Honestly, I would have like done more English stuff, but I took English class in school as well. I did German, did English, IT, and drama class. Yes, I was one of those people. I was a drama nerd. Very, very funny, I know. But yeah, no, like, I didn't ever finish learning German in high school, and I had to, like, start relearning it, like, at some other point in my life because my foster family sucked ass. I think it's funny, I think it's cool. That's I do wish I had the money to, like, do music stuff, though, because I always wanted a guitar. It's, like, one of my favorite instruments. I never really got a chance to, like, properly learn because it's expensive. I played the synth, though, and also played, like, the piano at one point. Played the violin. That was fun. But I do like the guitar the most. It just looks so damn cool. Dare I say, totally rad.
Look, out there. Oh. Keep it in.
Yeah, I wish I could just buy myself an instrument. Everyone else is so lucky. Oh, why can't you? I am poor. I'm like comically poor. That's about it, really. I wouldn't say it's a good thing in any way, shape, or form.
Your time, my time.
About what? I don't do abbreviations if that is an abbreviation for something. I don't recognize the abbreviation. Oh. Ow. You're such a cunt, bro. Fuck off. Fuck both of you. God. Oh, yeah, that. No, I have not tried that. I'm not gonna accept that I lost a fairy to that. That was stupid. So, who wants to see another fun random glitch? Alright, so this here you can't go into, right? It's blocked. How wonderful. But there's a really weird thing with Link. Alright? If you change back to regular Link, and you just kind of hit a weird like little. You just kind of go through it for some reason. That's about it, really. That's like, yeah, it's really cursed. Is it bad that I really don't like the Twitch smiley emojis? They look so soulless and creepy. You know what I mean by that? They look like they want to consume my soul, and it's scary. Honk. Yeah, there's no way to stop that either. If you do like the you know, the fucking like less than 3 to like make a heart, it just converts to the purple heart's cute. It's just none of the other ones are. Boing. Kind of. Sorry if I'm just kind of like. I'm also thinking about stuff when I was talking to a friend earlier, because bit of important conversation, that's all. Yeah, it's just a conversation that I've been having because of like a thing that happened recently. That's all. As I said, it's not too bad. It's just, I'm mostly over it. It's just, you know, it's always good to talk it out with someone you can trust. Which is why I'm talking about it and not talking about it here. Donk. Oh, yay. Yeah. I didn't mean. I said that on. How? Alright, it's fine. Bonk. Did I just make a perpetual source of fire? Yeah, I did. Because when one goes out, the other one relights it. That's funny. I have created infinite fire, chat. That's a real good question. Depends. You talking like a good, so fairly good? Do you mean a speedrunner or do you mean me? Like I'm kind of like, because I feel like I'm quote unquote fairly good, but I'm also a speedrunner in practice. Like I'm not actually a proper speedrunner because I suck genuine balls at this game. As much as I've been playing it like for eons. But yeah, no. It just kind of depends. Because with me, without taking breaks, if I would like not account for them, it can take me a bit. Just depends, like on how much I fuck around. If I fuck around showing people stuff constantly, it takes me a bit longer, obviously, because I have to like reload save states or restart the game and other stuff like that. And oftentimes I crash my Wii, which is also pretty funny. Speedrun. Someone who's never played it, I don't know, probably take him a good while because, like, as I said, it's accounting for like not knowing anything about the game, like not knowing where everything is, not knowing where to go all the time, having very bare bones like knowledge of the game itself. Like, it just really depends. That's it. It can change from person to person to a point where it's just kind of not able to be determined correctly. There's like, I don't know, it can take you like a week, it can take you like a month. It just depends on how bad you are at navigating the game. Like, sure, you'd be good at the style, but you might not be good at navigating it. See, in my case, it could take me like, I don't know, like a day-ish.
Oh, there's that.
That's accounting for dicking around. Not accounting for dicking around though. Like, I don't know, less than a day. Not that much less though. I'm not a speedrunner by any means, but I can do shit fast. Like, I can do like basic things fast. Actually, I feel like a day's too generous then. If I'm not accounting for any glitch, if I would only do glitchless, yeah, no, it would take me like over a day. But if I was to do like some glitches, but not all the cool crazy skips, yeah, no, it just really depends. It's a very variable like time. For me at least. Oh, the fucking audio is breaking down so much in this game. Bonk. Dude. Bruh, there we go. No, actually. It depends on the game. So, if the category is glitchless, then you can't use skips at all. You can't do anything that is a glitch. You can't do, like... You can't do boomerang long jump attacks, you can't do sword and shield skip, you can't do early master sword. You can't do any of that if you play glitchless. But if you play with glitches, people do so many crazy glitches that, like, you really don't get to see much of the game at all. Like, if you want a good example, I can recommend a streamer called Bewilderbeast. He's a Twilight Princess speedrunner. He speedruns other games too, but he's more known for Twilight Princess, at least to me. I'll send you a link to his YouTube later. Bruh, please. Thank you. I guess so. I don't know, man. It's just like, of course I talk about this game in an endearing manner and have an excessive amount of knowledge about it. It's my favorite game ever. Yeah. What? Bonk. Oh. That's fair. Oh yeah, that's the Lost Woods theme. Also, give me a second to go get some more water. Be right back. I have acquired more water. Yeah, I think the one you like, Bandit. It goes like. Or something to that effect. Ow. I don't think I've ever had that happen before. I've seen it happen to another streamer, but I've never had it happen to me before. The whole, like, gets hit by the steam, rolls back, and quote-unquote mantles back into position. That's a really long jump. Ow. Bonk. I'm not sure what you mean by that. Literally, it's just like a neat thing I saw happen. I think it's kind of cool. Fuck off, man. I hate these enemies, bro. Fuck off with it. You have to kill all 3 of them at the same time, but it's really frustrating because of how, like, they're kind of spaced out. Okay, I'm gonna fucking go postal. I've had enough of this shit. I've had fucking enough. Give me a second. Alright, you motherfucker. Come here. Next! Next! Fuck both of you. Order has been restored. We solved the problem. No, I'm not cute. See how angry I got? I'm anything but cute. I'm like the polar opposite of cute. No, I'll never ever be cute. It's a load of hooey. I proved it by being annoyed at the video game. Boing. Fuck. I was trying to rush that. That was my bad. That's fair, I guess. I find my anger to be very not cute. Oh shit, rocks. I'm running this way. Order has been restored. Look at this place.
Break my speed.
I guess? I'm not strong. I just get frustrated at video games. There's nothing strong about that. Don't talk yourself down. Why? I should be allowed to say like mean things about myself if that's how I actually feel. So I do actually feel that way about myself. It's like, yes, that is very true. Unless it's Expedition 33. That's frustrating for a very obvious reason. Oh, I love this song. This is the Kakariko Village theme. Very sweet. I assure you, I, of all people, could speak about myself more than anyone else can. I know me better than anyone else does. That's something I can confirm. How do I know? I've known me for 28 years. It's a long-ass time. I like Barnes. Look at him. Aww, he's seething, chat. Oh, yes. Gerudo theme. Goron theme. Not Gerudo. Goron theme. It's not that I'm stopping people from saying nice things about me. I'm just disagreeing with them vocally. You know, I can do that. I can vocally disagree with a person. I need to resharpen my fucking knife. I use it for, like, opening packages and making sushi. Yes, a very diverse set of, usages. My iron brutes really did just kind of disappear, didn't they? That's fine. It fixes the problem of me needing to take them off myself to get them back later. Ow. So we can talk about this. Ow. Yeah, it's fine. Not the first time I've been blasted by a big dude like that. God damn. Time to roll my d20 and see if I succeeded at making that joke. Roll performance. I rolled a 6. Damn it. I'm in shambles, chat. It's a goober. I've gotten pretty mad at some games. I'm sure I was exaggerating with Twilight Princess. I normally, like when I'm by myself, I just kind of quietly seethe. Ow. That's fine. Hey, Pona. That's clever.
You are you, the baby.
Alright, we need to head back to Auden Village. Man, I'm developing like the slightest fucking headache, and I know why. It's because I have not been sleeping. That is like the main reason. That's not a joke either, I really just don't get enough sleep. It's not like I'm not drinking water. I drink heaps of water nowadays. Yeah. I only struggle to like sleep. I only struggle to sleep because of PTSD, but like, that's a story for another stream. That's a joke. I'm not going to talk about my PTSD on stream. My god, he has opened his eyes. Scary. Yeah. And do glorious battle against this large individual. Yeah. No. Exactly. Glorious battle. It's great. I should have worn the iron boots during this, but you can't because you're indoors, technically. The game doesn't like when you wear iron boots indoors. It'll immediately unequip them. So you get, like, exactly one frame of wearing them. This is, like, basically complicated rock, paper, scissors. Get shit on. I've managed with worse. I've had like a fucking 3-day long migraine that I lived with. And that's when I couldn't even afford painkillers. He made the same blunder, chat. He made the same blunder. This game is so easy. Yeah, that was sumo wrestling. I just had to slap the guy first. Iron boots! I love them. They're so amazing. I want a pair of these in real life so bad. I don't care how heavy they are. They'll make my legs bigger. What do you mean, why? Why do I want a pair of iron boots in real life? Look fucking cool. And I like being bottom heavy. That's literally it. I find comfort in encumbrance. I don't think I want to fight King Boblin with a headache. I might wrap up the stream because I'm in pain. I'm gonna munch down some painkillers and rest my eyes. Okay, sorry about that. Sorry I couldn't stream for longer. I usually stream for longer, it's just my brain is really not pleased with me today. Mostly in my head, because it's like, fuck you for not sleeping. So yeah, that's fun. Oh, thank you. Thank you for hanging out, by the way. Thank you everyone who watched, stopped by, etc. I'm gonna click on the silly little button to disappear now. I'm gonna play the little fucking outro animation thing I have, which is this. But yeah. I should be live tomorrow around like 11 PM Australian Eastern Standard Time, like I always am. But yeah, I'm probably gonna do like Claire Obscure Expedition 33 because it's very fun. But yeah, have a wonderful day, everyone, or night, or evening, or afternoon. I'm gonna click on the button and disappear now. Have some dinner and just sleep. Goodbye.